So this is task 3, how to use a digital device video. For my video today, I'm going to be using my Sony Xperia Z3 smartphone, mobile phone. It's the current latest version of the Xperia series that Sony's put out. Really nice phone. I'm going to start off by going through some of the physical components of the device. Just have to take the case off. Very good to have a case on a smartphone or a device. As you can see, this case has already broken. That is because I took a stack on my bike, and luckily it had the case on, and that actually protected the phone. The phone's quite alright, so really good idea to have a protective case if you can. All right, physical components of this device. Just going to get up nice and close to the camera. Physical components. The phone itself has the screen at the front. On the front, you'll see there's a front-facing camera. You might not be able to see, it's quite tiny. There's two speakers, top and bottom. Okay, two speakers, top and bottom. There's also a sensor on the screen so that when you go to do a call, it turns the screen off. It knows that you've got it against your face. There's no buttons on the front screen. A lot of smartphones will have buttons. The Sonys don't have any buttons. And the reason for that, I think the main reason for that is to increase its ability to be waterproof. This phone is waterproof or water resistant, whatever they call it, to 2 meters for half an hour. So I can drop this. I should have brought in a cup of water. I can drop this in a cup of water and leave it there for at least half an hour, and it'll be okay. On the side of the phone, one side of the phone, there's a dedicated camera button. So if I turn that. If I press that down, it goes straight. You can see that the rear camera is on and it's looking at my chin. So that's a dedicated camera button. I'll just swing it around so you get. And then also the front-facing camera, so you can see it's pointing at the front now. I'll just turn that off now. Go back, get out of that. Excellent. Volume button up and down on the side here. The main lock button, so this locks the screen, locks and unlocks the screen. And then on the top here, if you remove this flap, you have got where you insert your micro SD card and your SIM card as well. And then that seals up to be waterproof. On the other side, there's you lift this flap up and you've got your charging point or your micro USB, so that you can charge it or connect to the computer. Here there's also a magnetic charging point as well. I haven't as of yet used this. I actually have some magnetic chargers coming in the mail, so you can actually just clip on, just magnets on, and then it can charge. So really useful because it means that these little flappy bits, you've got to have them to keep the device waterproof. So if that breaks off, the device is no longer waterproof. So it's good that that if you can charge without having to open and close that constantly, it's a really good thing. The top 3.5mm jack, okay, for your headphones. So it did come with a set of headphones. I haven't got the exact headphones that it came with, but I do have a set of headphones here, okay, to show that it can connect using a 3.5mm jack, play music. Okay. On the bottom, there's nothing. On this bottom edge, there is nothing. And then on the rear, you've got the 20.7 megapixel camera, and the flash is directly below that. And those are the physical components, besides having a micro USB cord for charging at a wall point or charging with the computer. How to turn the device on? I'll turn the device off. Let's start by turning the device off. Okay. Turning the device off. To turn the device on, you hold the lock button on the side. It actually has the little on-off symbol, which is the line with the circle around it. It's got that symbol on it. So it's just powering off. It's just shutting down now. It's nearly ready. Okay, so as you can see, the device is off. If I just press the button, it doesn't turn on. It's not on. If I hold down the button, has a little vibrate, and then you can see that it's waking up and turning on. So just pause until the device is on completely. All right, now once the device is on, I can show you how to navigate through the device and through the menus. So to enter, at the moment it just has a swipe lock, swipe to unlock. Navigate through the home screens, whoops, let's go back, it's eBay, is swiping left to right. Okay, swiping left to right will navigate you through the screens. Okay. Down the bottom, so there's all different apps and widgets. So on my front screen, I've got a whole heap of apps. These are sort of my commonly used apps, my most used apps. And then you've also got I've also got a widget for Google Search at the top. So if I need to turn the brightness down. That's what it was last time. Brightness down. There we go. So yeah, there we go. So at the top there's a Google Search widget, and then over there's a clock widget. I've also got a widget for my emails, a widget for my calendar, and a widget for some photos, and a widget for music as well. Widget just so that I can very quickly play music. Okay. So to navigate into the menu, into menus or into settings, you can go through the mains, like where all the apps are stored. So by clicking on this home button at the bottom here, this will show me every single app that I have installed. It will show me all of them. Okay. At the moment they're in alphabetical order, so I go to settings, go to S for settings. Once I'm in settings, I can turn on and off my Wi-Fi, my Bluetooth. I can check data usage. I can customize, I can personalize the device. I can edit the home screen, call settings. What else have I got there? Sound settings, display, storage, and power management. I'll go to power management because that's one that's always of particular interest. At the moment it says that I've got 22 hours of battery life yet, and there's a whole host of settings there that I can actually adjust and customize. So I'll read through a few of those. Stamina mode, ultra stamina mode, low battery mode, location based Wi-Fi. Location based Wi-Fi, it doesn't seem to work very well. It says Wi-Fi activated automatically when in range of a saved Wi-Fi network. It hasn't been working. Every time I go home, it doesn't turn on my Wi-Fi, so I've turned that off. And then there's app power consumption and battery usage, and the battery usage just gives some statistics. All right, so just showing sort of what uses the most. Why'd you turn off? Oh, I held down the button. Anyway, that's okay. Other settings that can be customized. So if I go into personalization, I can change the themes and the wallpapers, as well as what happens on the lock screen, and also my notifications. So that's a few things that I can customize. Also, to the customization that I explained is on my home screens as well. Security, I can customize the security in terms of how people get in, locking the screen, finding my device, and encryptions as well. So there's different security settings there that I can customize. Also, there's a quick settings or notification section. If you swipe down on the device, notifications appear. At the moment I have no notifications, and there's a quick settings section. So this is also where I can very, very quickly turn Wi-Fi on and off, turn Bluetooth on and off. Okay, yeah, I can turn on airplane mode. I'm just about to go onto an airplane. I can turn on airplane mode. So just turn all those back off. Okay, so that's another quick menu setting as well. Take a photo using the device, so I can either go into the camera by clicking on the camera app, or of course use the dedicated camera button. I'll take a selfie. Looking good. Oh, let's go back and have a look at that photo. So there we go, there's the photo that I just took. Okay. Okay, how to connect the device to the PC. So to connect to the PC, I've got a couple of options. I can actually connect using Wi-Fi direct or Bluetooth. Today I will use just the normal USB because that's my preferred method, as it just provides a nice secure connection that can't be interfered with, by movement or things that we can't see, microwaves, radio waves, all that kind of stuff. So I've just connected the USB to that port on the side, and then I'm just plugging in to the computer. Now I'll see, I should be able to move this. I'll just move this. There should appear, that and show that I've connected. There we go. So it comes up, and this is one of the ways that I know that my device is connected, because the computer's popped up an autoplay function. So that tells me that the device is ready to use. I'm going to open the device to view files. Okay. And when I do that, oops, I'll just make this a little bit bigger. When I do that, it gives me the storage. Now, internal storage, this is the device itself, so the memory the device has, and this is the micro SD card that's in the device, the SD card there. So I'm not sure where where my pictures are saved. So I'll just go in dates on them, 2014. I'm just going to check the photos, guys. One moment. Pause. Okay, so once you've found the actual photo, you can then move it from your device. So this is in the device files, and copy it onto the computer. So I've created a folder. That folder is actually on the desktop there. And I'm just going to copy the photo, copy, and then paste. Okay. Then from there I can close, and I can disconnect the device. Okay, would this be the best way to disconnect? No. Okay. So to disconnect the device, I can eject through my computer. Right click. It's not telling me to eject. So just making sure if there's. And it's on the device. So on the device, I can then select. To actually disconnect from my notification settings at the top there. So if I disconnect, then I can close and no longer have the computer connected. So the next step there is to how the file can be edited using software on the PC. So I'm just going to use just Paint for this one. Nice and easy. Everybody should have a copy of Paint. Okay. Open up the file in Paint. It's probably going to turn out really big. I'll zoom out a bit. Okay. And then to edit, you can do multiple things. You can do a couple of things in Paint. Mainly Paint is sort of drawing and stuff like that. So, give me a black eye or whatever. Okay. Maybe a black tooth. All right. So showing how you can edit the file. And you can then of course save that. Or if you're wanting to do, I'm not going to save. Or if you're wanting to do some actual real proper editing to that, you could use something like Photo Filter, which we use in the Cert 2 and IDMT. So I'll just open that picture up. From there, there's multiple different tools that you can use. So I'll just show you a few, like blur. So maybe if I wanted to blur out a portion of the image. So maybe I want to blur where my eye is. Okay, so I can begin to blur that out. Smudge tool, if I want to smudge something. Maybe I want to smudge my teeth. So you can see that begins to edit and change the image. I can also adjust things like brightness and contrast. So let's make it. Whoa, that's not very good. Okay. All right, multiple different things there. Color balance. Whoa. Okay, so lots and lots of different things you can do to edit that image. No, do not want to save. No. Okie dokie. How the file can be edited. How to alter printer settings to print the photo. So if I just open the photo itself, the photo itself, moving it onto the screen there. Print. I can click on print and that'll print the image for me. I then can select how I want the image printed. So whether I want it full page or not a full page, 4 to a page, 2 to a page, 18 to a page, so they're wallet size, all right, or contact sheet, 60 to a page. All right, so there's lots and lots of different ways that I can then print. I can also select, notice that it's black and white at the moment. How do I... in the options section. How do we change it from black and white? There'd be the printer settings, that's why. So depending on the printer that you select, it will come out whether it's black and white or not. So this is a black and white printer that it's set to, which is why it's in black and white. Okay, and so to print, of course, you just press print after that. What's next? How to play a media file.